This is the novel of the great and noble hero who quelled all forms of darkness and saved his friend Doofy Duck from the clutches of evil. Big Chungus. Chapter 1. Introduction. The small Chungus has wandered around the forest peacefully. He suddenly took a breath of air that it turned him into the almighty Big Chungus. After he turned into Big Chungus, he discovered that he had a big potential for power which he hasn't yet used, the Big Chungus. The ability of the Big Chungus gave him a power of the god. Our small little Chungus turned into a Big Chungus and used his potential. Now he is watching all over the dead people. Whenever someone dies, Big Chungus comes out to say hello. The Chungus respects the dead and gives them many presents and treat them equally as all Chunguses. The almighty, godly, Big Chungus. Long live the Big Chungus of the sky and earth. He also turns them into vampires, and this house is his church. Chapter 2. The Bible of the Chungus. One day, a small little Chungus was born in some forest. The Chungus was very sad, because he was always hungry, and no one was taking care of him as he was the first Chungus in the world. The Chungus had to find ways to get food. The Chungus discovered farming, and he taught himself how to farm. The first food he learned to farm was carrots. The carrots provided the Chungus a really good source of food. He later found that this was his favorite food, and that he would never switch it for anything else. The Chungus started farming the carrots, built himself a house, and took care of himself. The Chungus was finally happy. He had something to live for. This lasted a while, until the Chungus realized that he was very lonely. He realized that he was the only Chungus in the world, and he had nothing to do about it. This made the small Chungus sad. After a Chungus week, the small Chungus found a way to clone himself using the advanced Chungus technology and of course, the godly Chungus food, the carrot. After acquiring the required materials and resources for cloning himself, he finally did it. And new Chungus was born. Because now there was more than one Chungus in the world, the original Chungus and the clone Chungus decided to decide for a name for the clone, because the original Chungus will stay with the original name, Chungus. The clone Chungus and Chungus decided on the name Miss Chungus. The Chunguses later found that they could duplicate the Chunguses with way less effort. They found out that they could mate and bring new Chunguses to the world. Chungus and Miss Chungus did their thing, and after 2 Chungus months, a new Chungus was born. The couple was happy. The newborn Chungus was named Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was a good child. He obeyed to his parents, and always helped them when needed. After a year of living in happiness, a new Chungus was born. He was named Chungus II, after his father's name. One clear day, Bugs Bunny was as normal, farming carrots and researching new technology. What seemed to him as a usual day, will change everything. While he was farming his carrots, he suddenly almost choked on a carrot he was eating. After some suffering, he finally got the carrot out. Bugs Bunny later took a big breath. The big breath turned him into really big. Bugs Bunny felt stronger, better, happier. He felt superior. Bugs Bunny found out that this breath gave him godly and superior Chungus. Something different. Something special. He came to Chungus, his father, and asked him why was he feeling so much better. Chungus had no idea what he was talking about, and how he did it. Bugs Bunny showed his father how he turned into a big Chungus. Chungus was amazed how much power you can get that easily. Bugs Bunny and Chungus worked hard to find ways to stay a big Chungus permanently, as the effect wasn't permanent, but stayed only for a couple of seconds. After long Chungus years of research, they found that the consumption of carrots, Chungus air and Chungus fur together, will turn you into a big Chungus permanently. Finally, the big Chungus was revived after that long. The discovery was so amazing, that Miss Chungus fainted on the place. They all used the formula, and all turned into big Chunguses. They were so happy. The Chungus family continued bringing more Chunguses into the world, and the Chungus population in the world grew. Only a select few got the formula for being a big Chungus though. The Chunguses lived a happy life ever after. Chapter 3. Duffy Duck. I am Duffy Duck, the holy church and biblical inspiration behind Big Chungus. I am also his best friend, and am asking you to not turn into vampires at will. It is a dangerous task, since the werewolves will then be out to get you. 10/10 bestseller. New York Times. What an experience. Washington Post. Me PP hard. Some random guy